Now I'm giving a few minutes on the other one. There you go. All right. Now just wait. Be patient. Be patient. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. I am Elijah. This is the message that the Lord God has given unto me to give unto you. Not by might nor by power, by my spirit, say the Lord of hosts. Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. I want to tell you, read Zechariah chapter 4, verse 4 through 6. But the prophecy start with Haggai, and the Lord God tells the rebel, here's the rebel, I'm going to use you as a signal. Now that signal has gone forth. Malachi. No. Malachi chapter 3, verse 1. Behold, I will send my messenger. He should prepare the way before me. And the Lord whom you seek shall suddenly come to his holy temple. Even the messenger of the covenant whom you delight in, behold, he shall come. Malachi chapter 4, verse 5 and 6. Behold, I shall send Elijah to you before the great and dreadful day of the Lord. He shall turn the horse to the children, back to the father horse, back to the children. These are coming back to earth for the curse. All of the voice, the apocalypse has begun. Malachi chapter 4, verse 4. You got to go to Horeb. You don't go to Horeb, you're not going to know who you are, what type of power you have, or anything. I guess people keep asking about Melchizedek. I can't tell you. I just told you Melchizedek. I got to tell you, Melchizedek is Shem. So if you go out there and search out for Shem, then you're going to find out who Melchizedek is. That's all I can tell you. You keep on worrying about that. All right. No, because when you get down to it, and you want all us to be like Melchizedek. Yeah, you want all us to be like Melchizedek. Because it's a certain thing that we'll get into it later. Let's go. And now I didn't watch no TV today, so if something happened, I didn't watch, which I know something happened. But today is the new moon. I hope you're keeping the new moon. It's a requirement. It's part of the covenant. When they say, oh, all that was done away with, that is a lie. The new moon, the Sabbath day, the covenant days, the 248, the 365, they have never done away with and never will be done away with. All right. Well, you go ahead and do it like you please. But you see what I've seen this morning, and I try to fly away from it, and I couldn't get away fast enough for it. But we know it's coming, so there's nothing you can do. Pray. All right. It was bad. It was bad. It was real, real bad. Okay. No, man. Of course, I had a dream and vision from yesterday, and then today, we don't want to get out the bed. Now, you know, once them dreams and visions start, you don't want to move. Nah, you don't want to move. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to lay here and read a little bit more and get another one. You know, them demons attacked me this morning. Nah, you know when the demons get a hold of you, you know when they got you. Yeah, they attacked me this morning. Ain't nothing to do but act on Jesus. Demons now, so they did it at the same time. No, at the same time. At the same time, I was at the same time. I was having a dream and vision at the same time. At the same time, I was having a dream and vision the demons had me. Right. And I didn't want to give them out the dream and vision, but I had called on Jesus, and then I came out. Because I could hear him. I could hear him this morning. I could hear him this morning casting his spells and enchantments. Yeah, I was listening. I already knew what he was doing it before, but to hear it. And I was sitting there, and then when I wake up, I'm thinking I'm going to dream. I'm back into where they casting his spells and enchantments at. And so you know how Jesus, start calling on the Lord, then they cut me loose. Then I found myself in a place that looked like where I'm at, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Now, there are a couple of dreams and visions. Have mercy upon us, O Lord, God of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hands against the strange nation, and let them see thy power. And that said, thou was sanctified in us before them, thou magnified among them before us. Let them know thee as we have known thee. There's no God but only thou, O God. Show new signs, make other strange wonder, glorify thy hand, thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous work. Raise up indignation, pour wrath, take away the adversary, destroy the enemy. Make the time short, remember the covenant, and let them that declare their wonderful works. Let him that escape be consumed by the rage of fire. Let them perish that oppress the people, smite the son of the heads of the ruler of the heathen, and say, there's none other but we. Gather all the tribes of Jacob together, and harry them as from the beginning. Have mercy upon the people that are called by thy name, among Israel, whom thou hast named the firstborn. Be merciful unto Jerusalem, the holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony to those that thou hast possessed from the beginning, and raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward them that wait for thee, and let their prophet be found faithful. O Lord, hear the prayer of thy servant, according to the blessing of Aaron over thy people. All that dwell upon earth may know that thou art the Lord, the eternal God. All right. A lot of people know. I mean, y'all get y'all now the dream and vision I had. I know these dreams and vision I had this morning are new moon dreams. Now you can tell the difference. After a while, you can tell when one's a Sabbath, a covenant. Well, when one is the new moon dream, one's the Sabbath dream, or yeah, you can, after a while you start telling, you can tell the difference in them. After a while, God will let you know. All right. Now I'm waiting for the blessing, then we'll get into it. No. Let me see. Chastisement. Man. Next. I saw that. Oh, man. Let me see. All right. I don't know if y'all got the dream vision. I better post. I was waiting on Kippy to bring me a small bag of weed from across the river. He was sitting on the floor. No, I was sitting on the floor waiting for him. Next, CJ, who is dead, was at this house looking for me. He said that this white minivan, the van drove off. I tell him that, man, you're like, no, I said, man, no, I tell him you are late. I haven't had one of them for 2 or 3 calls ago. Next, I bring him a small turkey as he has a toddler in his hands or a baby. I put the turkey down in the back seat, and I asked him, who roasting the turkey? And I saw this spear. This gonna happen. I didn't tell y'all this yesterday. And I saw this spear with the numbers and geometric objects on it. It was black and the letters white. No, I saw this spear. No, all them is those two had done a lot of wrong in my life. Yeah, Kippy and CJ, they done a lot of wrong in my life. But anyway, no, I'm just telling you. So anyway, I guess it'd be Thanksgiving, and I was telling him, and he was there on the back of a black SUV, and he had a baby, like holding it from the front. When those straps you hold it from the front, it was like that, and he had a small turkey. And he had a small turkey, and he placed his turkey down in the back of the SUV. And I asked him, no. He sat this on the seat, and I asked him who's cooking or who roasting the turkey. And I saw the spear with the numbers drilled. So the spear was round and it was black, but you can see all the numbers, all the symbols and everything on it. You can see it all. Yeah, so that's what I saw. No, so most likely I have no Thanksgiving. Because that's when I saw it was all Turkey Day. Yeah. Uh-uh. No, it ain't nothing good. All right. So that was 11/22. That was yesterday. One of them anyway. Uh now this is the next one. The next one, I was by this old man and this woman, she was an Eastern star. And she was sitting on a bed. And the man had left. The man was standing up high, waiting to go somewhere. Might have been to church. She was sitting in the bed, and she was sitting on the bed. But first, how the dream opened up, I see the man. I can't see what he dressed in. But Israel man, and you can see the banister, the rail, the metal rail where they stand up on the balcony, and so I see that first. And next, I see now, no, the woman, she been dead, and but she was a preacher wife, right? And so, and so she was sitting in the bed. She was sitting in the bed, then all of a sudden, I come in the room. No, she was sitting in the bed, not on the bed. She was sitting in the bed. You know how somebody sitting in the bed with their leg crossed and everything, and then no, comfortable. All right. Yeah. No, not the woman that's hiding anything. Yeah. They know what I mean. Anyway, now so the man was standing up high, waiting to go somewhere, like he had been to church. Next, she was in the bed, and I was standing around. She told me to try on his clothes. Now she told me to try on his clothes. Now she was in the bed, I was standing around, and she looked at me and said, "Try on his clothes." Try on his clothes, and he had a pair of pants. Now I want to tell you about how the color of the pants look. No, this dead. Everything I tell you, I see now is dead. All right, he had on a pair of pants that were silver with different colors in them. So the pants, no, I had a pair like that before. No, I had the pair of color like that, but this was different. And the pants were silver. I can't say gray, because they were light gray, so they were silver. And they had the way they had the colors in. They had purple, gold. Now I see the purple, the gold, and they had three colors in it. The pants were silver. They had purple, gold, might have been black and red. So they had those colors in them, but they was like real, no, not squares, rectangles, and all of them was in there. Yeah, not a small little block. I won't make nothing. Ain't yeah, like you have a cord or something, and it's small like that, and it was all in the pants, and the pants was silver. All right, but when she told me that next, she wasn't on the bed. I had taken the pants and stretched the pants out on the bed, and I see the colors and everything in the pants. The pants were silver. Yeah, well, let me continue. It was silver with different colors in them. I just took them off the hanger and laid them across the bed. She was trying to get me to try them on and to hurry up before he came back. So she was trying to get me to try the pants on, do everything, hurry up before he came back. That was what she was trying to get me to do. I didn't put them on. I didn't put them on, lay across the bed, looked at them and everything. No. And I laid them across the bed, a pair of pants, then a jacket and a coat, and all the same color with the same specs in them with gold, purple balls made like specks. And she was telling me to put them back on the hanger, but I was folding them, but I couldn't get the crease right. So when I took the pants out and laid the pants on the bed, the next they had a coat Coat was same kind of coat, same colors and everything, but it was the suit, the coat to the pants, the suit coat. Then after that, then I seen no, a trench coat. A trench coat. Yeah, a trench coat. And it was same thing. It was dark silver, but it was the same. All right, anyway. The Eternal bless thee and keep thee, and make his face to shine upon thee. Eternal bless thee, keep thee, make his face to shine upon thee, and be gracious to thee and give thee peace. Hear, Israel, the Lord thy God is one Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. So let me finish telling you. Now, so I'm trying to get a lot done in a little time. So let me finish telling it to you. So I saw a pair of pants, a suit coat, and an overcoat, as they would say. And all of them was the same. All of them looked the same, had the same colors in them. Raw purple, raw gold, might have been a raw crimson. Yeah, and that's what that's how it looked. All right. Like it was, I already know what it means. Yeah. And she was telling me to put them back on the hanger, but I was folding them, but I couldn't get the crease right. So I handed it to her. She was sitting on the bed. I heard a car crash outside and ran to the window to look. So no, you know how you be in them dreams and vision, and you don't know you're in a dream or vision, but you can hear the sounds. You can hear the sound like you really can hear. Boy, I hear the sound, and I hear the car chase going on. And you know how when a car turns and hit that metal rail, go crack, and I was hearing that, but it was a car chase. So let me finish telling you. No, because this is gonna happen. And they had two cars crashing. The police chased, but the car she was chasing was getting away and went up this bridge. And she got on the radio and told her to block him at the bottom of the bridge. Now she said the name of the bridge and everything. I don't remember the name of the bridge. Y'all gotta get him, block him at Creighton Bridge. Yeah, something like that. She said, block him at the Creighton Bridge, gotta get him before you get to the bottom of the bridge. And the radio goes off. And it's a woman, and the officer, and she's in the white car and she chasing him, but I could hear the car crash and everything after that had happened. All right, so she told him block the bottom of the bridge. She said the name of the bridge and said, hurry up before you get to the bottom and get away. Yeah. And so, no, man, you know, when I see dreams like that, and you can hear it take place. Oh, you can hear it take place. No. And then I was walking with an old crush, and she asked me in my ear when I was going to get a job and go to work. I told her I didn't have. No, I told her I didn't. And I was telling her, I went over there and tell her in the ear I did, and she was telling me didn't. I told her didn't. I tell her what I had. And the man was, as I was telling the man, was carrying me away, getting me away from her. No, I told her, I told her I'd get double. And the man was carrying me out, and I hold up 2 fingers, and she was shocked. And for real. And she said, and she was shocked and said, for real. And I told her, I nod my head just like that as the man was taking me out. So that was yesterday. They're gonna have, no, if you read the dream right, they're gonna have 3 important people that gonna die. Now they might be 6, might be ministers. Right. No, they had an overcoat, so they're gonna die in the winter time. Yeah, man. So there's a lot in that dream. And then they're gonna have a car chase. And the police was trying to get a man that was trying to get away. I don't know. Well, you know when the dream and thing come out. Let's see. First dream, I was at a house and I was meeting. Now I got dreams for y'all that y'all really got to hear. Now I ain't doing it now. I mean, I just told you 3 dreams, 3 dreams that y'all really need to hear. They know what they're for. All right. Anyway. First dream, I was at a house. It was a meeting for a group of men that was talking together. And the main guy was sitting talking to everyone like he was teaching them, and was sitting there watching them. And I came next to the main guy, and he kept asking me questions to go along what he was saying, and he was doing it. I caught on to what he was doing quickly, and I answered some trick question correctly. All right. And so he was trying, he was testing you. Yeah. No, I caught on to what he was doing quickly and answered some trick question correctly. And he noticed and said, I like him. He has a lot of understanding. Then there was a bunch of kids there. And after they finished, they went to get some popsicles. This gonna happen in popsicle. Well, some people, I like the ice cream in Europe, in Germany. That's what you do. Nah, ice cream still go up when it get cold. I don't know why. Ice cream just tastes better when it's cold. And told them to put them back. And he gave out some type of frozen pineapple fruit, healthy fruit. Then left my mother and came to pick me up. And this was something she wanted me to go. And she asked me how was it. And when I got in the car, I told her I didn't know those were IUIC men, the ones that were purple. And I kept saying the main one teaching everyone else, the name was Nathan. Yeah, he's on there now. Might be his bed or something. No, I'm telling you, that was in the car. It was purple, raw gold, and raw crimson. Well, some say crimson is purple. Well, raw red. No, I'm telling you, it was three of them. Three of them. No. All right. Anyway, you're going to see, because I had a dream about them also. IUIC people. No, dog, not a dream. God showed me, and showed me to me this morning. So I know what's going to happen to them, because I know who they are now. No. Jesus told you should be lacking a time. I know. Remember that. All right. So teaching everyone else's name was Nathan. Nathan is the final IUC group, but the face I saw was a man who always shares his video on ASAP, the Israel group clubmen from Tampa, Florida. Then as we was driving, that's not good at all, because the man that put out on your Yeshua, he died. Now he died in penitentiary, and he had a large following. But them people like hijackers. Boy, they made you give them some money. You didn't give that one of them came. I didn't give you no money. Boy, she got so mad like she wanted to do me something. Yeah, that been years ago. And so taking that where he left off. This same thing, just a new name. All right. Group club men in Tampa, Florida. This was driving many billboards on the bill, and we drove by lots of different IUC members. God gave me them this morning. And the purple color, very large, put up on the streets and pointed out to them. They said, those are men. And she asked me, I'm going to go back. And I told her, only if God shows me to go back. But it wouldn't be like how it was this time, where I just listened and everyone talked. And I was saying this, I was thinking in my head how he wanted to rebuke them all. Right, I had that dream this morning. No, you want to rebuke them all. Start rebuke. When I say rebuke, destroy them all. You're gonna be started. I'll put it mildly. You're gonna start destroying them all. God showed me that this morning. All right. And my mother in front of some place where you go to vote, and I saw lots of people inside in the mailbox outside to put an envelope of your vote inside. She started getting her envelope ready. So she was some piece of paper with long sticker stripes. No, he might die, and he might have to vote on a new leader. That could be. Yeah. All right. And on that place envelope, and she didn't know how to get it off, so I tried to help her. Ripped a piece of the page with a sticker on it, and see it just a clear piece that doesn't have anything on it. so that it wouldn't work. I'm thinking in my head, I don't know why she is wasting her time voting because Democrat and Republican both are the Broadway. Got that, I got that. Yeah, I got that. All right. No, that's an old dream. I had all these dreams. I had all these dreams. So God giving them to y'all. So everybody get them. And then as he was sitting with our car in front of the door, Esau, and I had this dream before. I had the same dream. Esau man walks up and opens the door on my mother's side and the other door behind her seat. I know he's being hateful, trying to say, we can't sit there and need to get out. And I could see the evil on his face. He's doing this. And I saw another Esau man. No, this had that this morning. That was standing not too far off behind him, watching the whole thing, laughing at his action. Yeah. Now I don't like what he's doing, so I confronted him. Now, so you just going to open people's door on their vehicle, invading private? I had that this morning. Nah, it ain't gonna go well. Then I get out of the car and go inside the place and change to some type of hotel apartment place. In one room is their door left and open and walk inside to see every member from their face, from my father's side of the family. And then one of my cousins walked behind me and bumped into me so that I could notice her and keeps walking. And I'm very joyful. And when I come inside, I know that everyone else noticed. And I also can feel everyone looking and watching me because they feel something is different about me. So I greet everyone, give everyone either a hug or hand five. Man, one I saw first was my grandmother because she kept talking. The president was the strongest. Then I go to another part of the room. I see my cousin Michael sitting at the table, and I give him a hand five, hand five, and he began to tell me that he was about to have a well-paying job as a teeth cleaner, but they don't let him back. Let him because he didn't finish some parts. And I asked him, can't you just make up the parts? And he said, no, they won't let him in. Let him. And I know, no, I'll give you cleanings of teeth. So all this going to happen. All this is prophecy. Go type in cleanings of teeth and see what comes up. But they didn't let him because he didn't finish some parts. And I asked him, you can't just make up the parts and say, no, they won't let him. And I noticed he had some type of crack lying across his tooth. And so I walked back to the main area where everyone was and see my aunt watching Stranger Things on TV. Look in the picture, this for everybody. Yeah. Last scene there before everything is being destroyed because the demon portal had been opened over everything, splitting the ground. Read that this morning and bringing fire everywhere. When I looked on the screen, it was at the part where the fire was everywhere. And I see that it must be the last episode. Then I started to look around, see they are keeping the door open and let in air from outside because there aren't any windows. No, this is a new moon dream. I had one this morning. And place there is the third room connected and see an open space square cut out the top of the wall so that we can hear more of my family on the other side. I can look over to the other side because there's no doors. I see my other aunt sitting down watching saucers. Watching soccer because she didn't want to watch Strange Things. Then she see one of those basketball games with the net around that they have to, arcades in the room. And I go over to it and knows that the net is too low for anyone to shoot in the bathroom. And I tell my woman cousin and her two younger brothers to take it off. Listen to the other shows on. Then I see inside the room there's a shoe that he takes out, and I noticed some of the balls are flat, so I would make it difficult to shoot on those small rims. And I got close and noticed that the rim was at The highest height. Now, uh, this is not good. Ain't not this good. Okay. Some goals gonna be reached. Some goals not gonna be reached. All right. The highest height, I said, could also put the rim height down a little so it would be close to the neck. Then it switches, and I see my uncle and his girlfriend that doesn't want to let go of, and I can feel addicted spirit on her. And when she gets near me, they're in another room. It was two beds, and it hit my uncle. Tries to do something rational with me. Like he wants to play with me like he used to when we were younger. Then I pick him up very high, slamming on his back on the bed. And he called the power bomb. I pick up everyone supported that I had that much strength. Then I climb to the top of something high as we lay on the bed. I do a frog smash on him. It moved where I jumped down his body and land on him with my stomach. Then I climb back on the hide and tells the woman to lay down next to him so I could land on both of them. Now I want to do a wrestling move. It ain't good. Called a swatting bomb where I front flip and land them on with my back as I'm thinking to myself, how do I do a front flip? My uncle gets started to demonstrate with his body how to do front flip. And then he started to tell me he was in a competition before where he had to really complicated flips. Complicated flips. And I was thinking, I remember watching him. And his friends practiced outside at night when they was about 17. He tells me my other uncle and some other people also used to flip really well and compete in the same competition and won. And none of that good. All right. And I already know what's going on. I'm just telling y'all, you ain't gonna like it. But it's over with it. Nothing you can do. Next dream was in the house, the second floor, and had on handcuffs. So somehow I broke out of them and found my black and blue winter coat and climbed out the window to escape. As I stepped on the roof, I could feel how weak. Now, I'm cursing them so bad. Free girls in U City. Oh boy, they don't really get it. So bad. No, you don't see all of them. All of them. So how he broke out them and found his black and blue winter coat and climbed out the window, escape and stepped on the roof, and I could feel how weak it was. And someone tried to climb out and follow me. So I hung up the roof and hung off the roof and jumped down and started to run from them. And as I was running down the way, I passed a group of people. That's all right. They don't get their time. They get their chance. Pass a group of people. Let them go. All right. Pass a group of people playing catch with a football. Then I got to a restaurant and saw some people I knew. They greeted me and went to sit down at the table with them. One of the men had some food that said he wanted me to taste. So he put it on a fork and tried to give it to me. And there was some other man at the table that kept trying to take it first before I got it because he wanted to taste it also. That's not good as being covetous. And then I go outside in nighttime now as I'm about to leave them. I see blue and red siren lights. And I know that they are coming to search for me. So as I asked one of them, how do you hide a weapon? And tell me to bury it in the dirt. And he says there's a street that he used to live not too far from him that is called 24th Street. They haven't built any new houses there. It's all in dirt so that it would be good spots. No, it'll be a good spot. No, he'll tell you what it means. I say, he used to live there now for called 24th Street, haven't built any houses there. And it only dirt, so it would be a good spot. And when I put it there, put some type of mark around it so that I could remember where to come back and get it. Then I started to walk down the alleyway and got a piece of wood and broke a piece of pencil and I found to put near. And I remember also thinking about the circle. It was a blue marker. And as I was walking to the street, a group of people walking around in the area, and I had a pistol in the pocket of my coat. Ain't not so much. And when I got to 24th Street, there was some type of houses built there. And I walked inside one of them and looked around and I woke up. No, this dream, he got a lot in this dream. No, eat what I give you. No, appearance is a scribe. A circle meaning that you can do things. Yeah, new prayers. I ain't reading that. If you want people to know, he wrote it. It should come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, such as escape of the house of Jacob, should no more again stay upon him that smote them, but they shall stay upon the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, the truth. The remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, to the mighty God. So that's where y'all at now. For though the people of Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant shall return. The consumption, decree shall overflow with righteousness. For the Lord of hosts shall make a consumption, even determined, the midst of all the land. That's a dream I had this morning. No, you're right. Therefore, thus say the Lord of hosts, O my people that dwell in Zion, be not afraid of the Assyrian. He shall smite thee with a rod, and shall lift up his staff against thee after the manner of Egypt. For yet a little while, the indignation shall cease, my anger in their destruction. And the Lord of hosts shall stir up a scourge for him, according to the slaughter of Midian at the rock of Orbab. He's doing that right now. Because they're into sex. Just like he had that sex dream, and one was addicted to sex. And his ride upon the sea, so she lifted up after the manner of Egypt. And she'll come to pass in that day that his burden shall be taken away from off their shoulder, and his yoke from off thy neck. And thy yoke shall be destroyed because of the anointing. And so y'all all know I got something else for y'all. Just wait. Just wait. No, ain't like they think it is. No, they took over they put on that free girls, then they take over the internet. Now God about to chastise them also. No, I'm sorry. It's not the fast that I have chosen to loose the bands of the wicked, to undo the heavy burden, to let the oppressed go free, that you break every yoke. That's us, because we are the oppressed. They got the yoke on their neck. All right. Then what you have received, one talent came and said, Lord, I know that thou art hard man, reaping where thou have not sown, and gathering where thou have not strawed. You heard. And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Thou hast that in thine. There thou hast that it is thine. Wait a minute. No. When he hid the talent in earth, lo, there thou hast that is thine. As Lord answered him, thou wicked and slow for serving. Thou knewest that I reap where I sow it not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou oughtest therefore have put my money to the exchanger, and then at my coming I shall have received my own usury. Okay, let's go. Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which have 10 talents. For everyone that have shall be given, and he shall have abundance, but from him that have not shall be taken away, even what you have. Then he can't enter to the kingdom, because he don't have nothing. No, you gotta have something. All right. And that and cast ye the unprofitable servant to the outer sea, that it shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. All right. Now I ain't got to do, I got to read all to know what's happening. The main number that was in my dream for the chapter 24 was the first thing that it was brought to me. When I woke the dream, it goes together with the meaning of the number 24 when you read the scripture. Down on your numbers. I went down on your numbers. You had to got the numbers. A B for unused root meaning. Unused root meaning. Tender green, young ear grain, hence the name of the month. Abid of Nisan. Ear green, all right. Now we know something's going to happen in the time, so it's already happening now. I don't remember a lot of my dreams, but I know I had a lot. I remember, though, when I was trying to sleep, while I was falling asleep, my neck was hurting. Then something happened with my head jerked, like something snapped my neck. Well, like something snapped his neck. It hurt for a second, but immediately felt relief. All right, so it got healed. It got healed. No, it's good it got healed. That's how it happens when you get healed. Just like that. All right. No. Second, immediately felt relieved. Then I was asleep. My dad beat me up with his hands. It was almost to death when I woke up. And I felt like I was beat up, but then I felt good after I had to drink a lot of water when I woke up. All right. No. No, you got to watch what you're doing. You got to watch what you're doing and how you are approaching your body. I do the same thing. I have to deal with it every day because, see, y'all can take control of your body and reverse all that at a young age and be healthy throughout. But I lived that life for a long time, so it's a little bit harder. All right. But God kept you at a young age, so you don't know. He showed me again this morning, Jerry. And y'all, he showed me all of y'all again this morning. Y'all not no ordinary people, bro. Y'all not no ordinary people. Because I went further in researching Melchizedek, Shem. Yeah. Because Father Enoch asked the Most High God to leave him a righteous posterity upon the earth. And so he did. Oh, yes, he did. And it goes through generation to generation. Now, man, how many times Belteshazzar post that? Each generation has its own. And he did it that way. And it goes from generation. Now, they tried to stop it, but they can't stop it. And so now everything can start turning back to y'all and the power that they have given from y'all. I mean, I just gonna, well, y'all reading it every day. Y'all living it, so y'all know. Okay. You're going to destroy the IUI, CPU, HUI people. You can kiss them goodbye along with all the rest of them. You're going to destroy them all. I told you he was. He told you he was. All right. Because of y'all. You're going to see. All right. No, we might not be drinking enough water. And the only morning dream I remember, even though I had a whole lot of dreams, the dreams, I don't remember one of the dreams. I only remember part. The Pharisees, he was on a beach. It was like animated. And he was cussing me of being false prophet. All right, so now ain't nothing. The Jews going to start attacking you. That's all. Those who say the Jews will not, they're going to start attacking you. That's all it is, what the Pharisees. Paul, the Pharisees, they don't believe in resurrection. They were waiting for their Messiah. And so he started attacking him. All right. All right. And then I remember he had an alien bug head face. So, well, we're waiting on. We already know about the fallen name. We know that they are part of it and everything. We know all that. All right. They mix, they intermingle. And he started to accuse me of false preaching and leading people astray. But my action went, but was ironic was he was getting a tattoo. I don't remember the tattoo, but I do remember he was getting a tattoo. Blue ink, and I told him how he was. I saw this morning. Because Clefo Dollar and Joyce Myers said they was gonna get him a tattoo. Now they want to be young, huh? All right. God, sure you already. I'm getting a blue egg, and I told him how he was talking about the little things I'm not even doing, but he was claiming to be holy and getting a tattoo. The other dream I remember, I was in a huge gym playing a game like tag about just had to survive but not getting tagged. But the other team, you had to tag the other team if they came over to my side. A lot of people ran towards my dream, but I was the only one who started running, and then the people started to run from my team. And when I started to run, people tried to tag me, but I was so quick and swift that no one tagged me. And I remember trying to tag one of the Israel kids. I didn't catch him because I didn't have the shoes on. So I took my black socks off. I started running barefoot, and I was so fast. I was catching everyone. Then, all right, now that's coming. No, he's gonna tell you. It's telling you how you're gonna start out and how it's gonna end up. Happens with all of us. All right. Anyway, and I started to run barefoot, and I was fast. I was catching everyone. Then I was all the boys versus the girls, and then the girls turned into millions and millions of Lego toys and boxes, and all the boys went to collect the box and forgot about the game. So I only focused. And I ran the top of the box, destroyed each box a step on, spilled a lot of Legos. And some people was mad at me. But at first, destroying idols, okay. No, it got two things in there. Anyway, no, he told me to remind y'all, dreams have three things in them. And so reminding y'all that each dream has three something in it. I don't know what it'd be. Might have more than three something in it, but all right. Anyway. Nah, ran on top of the box, destroyed each other. Spilled a lot of Legos, and some people was mad at me because I first wanted to finish and done. And then was a lady at the feast. She said, "You don't want any of them Legos." And I said, "No, they are idols." And I'm not really into idols, but I think this I'll take this rice pot because it's useful to me. And I smile, and that's all I remember. All right. No, all you gotta do is type in many things. Type in no, well, you know Jerry know how to read dreams. I took a nap today, so I tried to read, but my eyes were so heavy, I couldn't help it. And I had a dream about I was in an old car, and I was at a theme park in a haunted house, and put the lights and stuff was out on the haunted house, but wasn't working. The things was working. I was driving the ride, and I made sure my lights was on, and I wasn't scared. I was just bored. And then at the end of the dream, I was in a class online to work out, and I was the only one into it. Now everyone was from my old football team, and they were really interested. Someone hacked the FaceTime, but it made it like a group FaceTime. And I saw some females I used to mess with and join. A lot of other people joined. Started messing around. So I just started asking my dad who was doing dishes, what was going on. I remember the ending of the dream, but that was all. All right. Now I read that this morning. That dream there I read this morning. Y'all can do this. Keep obeying the voice, keep the commandments. That's all you can do. All right. No, Jerry know how to read dreams. All right. A million is many. So you can put that in there. No, the second name. This one here, the last one. No, he can put in scared. And it might haunting. It might have haunting in it. All right. No, they got scared in there. They got that in there. Things gonna change for the women because I read that this morning. They ain't gonna really change for the women. I read that this morning. All right, hold up. Now I'm just telling you what I read this morning. When he called, I give it to know the laughing now. I'm just relighting the lamp. Lamp now, I had to relight the lamp. Now, just wait, be patient. That's how we gonna go. Sometimes you just have to wait. Just wait. All right. Let's read a little bit. No, y'all dreams. Let me see. I know I got more dreams for y'all. They got dreams. No, we should go back and restart them dreams. Okay. God will give it to you. I mean, it's not like y'all don't know how to read dreams. Now y'all know how to read some of it, how to bring some of it. But remember, sometimes you got to go to different books now. Because it's not the same. Everything changed, just like the change in my dream this morning. All right. Ephraim feedeth on the wind, and following after east wind. He daily increases lies and desolation. Daily increases lies and desolation. And they do not make a covenant with the Assyrians. And oil is carried into Egypt. So, no, because remember, they didn't found oil, and they found what else they found? Natural gas. So now they're going to have a great thing over there. The Lord has also a controversy with Judah and will punish Jacob according to his ways. According to his doings will he recompense him. So I had that dream this morning. I'm going to tell it to you. I'm trying to get past this, and I'll get to the dream, because dreams going to take up the rest of the time. I already know that. He's not doing any dreams if you know how to read dreams. And he took his brother by the heel in the womb. By his strength, he had power with God. He took his brother in the heel, in the womb, by his strength. That's second address, first address. Because of the power that God have given unto y'all. And y'all have no, Jesus already told y'all, be ye perfect even as your Father in heaven. He called us the angels of God. So we have, so he took his brother by the heel in the womb, and by his strength, he had power with God. Well, we're doing the same thing now. Yea, he had power over the angel and prevailed. He wept and made supplication unto him and found him in Bethel. And he spake with us. So that's the same thing we're doing now. Well, how y'all think y'all receiving your power? Remember what the dream and the visions are. The dreams and visions are God speaking to y'all. And y'all have reestablished that personal relationship with your creator, as we supposed to always have. But we have broke that. Okay, well, I mean, I'm quick to tell y'all, quick to tell, say, well, if it's not the truth, say, man, now you know you're a lie. You know that's not the truth. How can we be just saying? I mean, that what you feel? I mean, I can't help you. Just like the woman the other day, that's my belief that nobody knows. Okay, well, somebody knows. Even the Lord God of hosts, because we don't go by he don't go by believing and thinking we know. We know God is speaking to us. God is showing that we say. Now, it's not so with my problems, not so with my My people, not so my elect, and it's not so as y'all. And God speaking to y'all in dreams and visions. I don't care if you don't know what it means right now. Wait for it. It shall come to pass. Even if you don't know that, how many times I told y'all that? How many times? Even the Lord God of hosts, the Lord is his memorial. Therefore, turn thou to God and keep mercy in judgments. Yeah. Not only mercy, but judgment, and wait on thy God, because they're not doing that. They're out there in the street. Well, we're the IUIC people. You got to come and march with us and give us your monies. Yeah, give us your tithes and all, which is your monies. All of them doing the same thing. All of them doing that to Israel. The pastor, the preacher, the teacher, the prophet, the prophetess, all of them got to do what they say. They had to close the day what they want. You got to give me some money. If you still want to get this good teaching, this good divination, you got to give me some money. That's what they're doing. They become professional beggars. That's all they are. That's all they are. They tell you they're professional beggars. Yeah. I'm a motivational speaker. And what is that? I'm a professional beggar. Yeah. Come on, let's see what you say. No, I already know it didn't change. Oh man, another quick dream I remember that just come back. I was eating a grapefruit and it was most juiciest thing. You ain't gonna never eat that again. Now, once you get something in the spirit world and try to eat in the flesh world, you can hang that one up. Now, anybody knew when they eat something in the spirit world, always tastes better. All right. I cut it open and it was flowing with juice and I ate it. It tastes good. That's all I think. I thought it was just a memory. But God brought it back and it was a dream. All right. No, because you can go try to eat grapefruit and see if it's going to taste like that, like the one in the dream. It's not going to do. You know what you do? Go type in, go get a grapefruit. Go get a grapefruit, cut it open, and see does it taste like the one you had in your dream. Now, I know what that means. Yeah, I know what that means. But you got to go eat the grapefruit first. Get one of you. Now, don't do nothing to it. The one in the dreams you didn't do nothing to. You didn't add no sugar to it or nothing. So go get a grapefruit just like that and take a bite off it or two. Yes, tell me about it. And then I'll give you the rest. All right. Therefore, turn thou to thy God and keep mercy and judgment. We on God continue. And so I didn't do that. I just know I was the same people that I came up with and everything. Oh man, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I'm educated. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. I'm a Seventh-day Adventist. No, I'm holier than thou. Yeah, I don't have nothing to do with you. Right? Until God put me down there with him and show me just like you, man. Yeah. Anyway, so God, because I didn't wait on God. And I went out there going knock on the door. Do you know about the Adventism? Would you like to become a Seventh-day Adventist? Would you like to keep the covenant day? And I tell them about the Sabbath, but never one time I went, and they teach you this. Never one time you go to Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 15. You know, you'll never go there. They tell you all the other ones. And that's how they got that lesson magic. And they keep it all, no, they told you that I read it again this morning. A design plan. All right. He is a merchant, the balance of deceit are in his hand. He loveth to oppress, and that's what they're doing, because that's where the money come from, getting you oppressed. That's a grand screen. That's why they got to always have this black and white thing, the slave and racist thing. That's why they keep it going. So you can go to church, go, oh God, please. And it's not about that. It's about you repenting, obeying the voice, keep the commandment, and telling the Most High, oh, Most High, I have greatly sinned. Please forgive me. Then start obeying the voice, keeping the commandments, keeping the Holy Covenant. They don't want you to do that. They want to keep you falling and getting back up so you can keep on going back to that building and Bible study and singing and all that. And keep you going there. Read it again this morning. Yeah. Keep it with all that foolishness. All that foolishness. And they constantly getting money from it. Constantly making you feel bad and evil and wicked. And they want you, and the demons to help them. Right. And next thing you know, you buying their books, buying their CD, trying to get out the situation. Man, I ain't got no husband. I'm trying to get me a husband. I'm going to church out to find me a husband. No, I ain't got no man. I ain't got no woman. I need me a woman. I'm going to church out to find me a wife and all that. And everything was going to the Most High God, living a chaste and holy life. He already showed me that. It's very important that you live a chaste and holy life. It's very, very important. If you don't live a chaste and holy life, ain't nothing gonna happen for you. Nothing happened for me. No, anyway, let's go. No, I told you I got a few minutes. Now we're going to 4 o'clock, but I got to hurry up. I was gone already. I got dreams and visions for y'all. I don't know if we're gonna get to the lesson today, but I know if you for the lesson today, I don't know. It's dreams and visions. So, and I got to tell it to y'all. Just like I told you, something gonna happen. Something gonna happen because the spirit and the spirit had all the man, I can't think of what movie it was. Now Nicolas Cage made a movie. In that movie, and them children were writing down all those things that was going to happen. Then you see a black spirit, and they have it was something like that. That's how it was. No, I can see the triangle, right angle plus right angle equal right angle. I can see that in there. The isosceles triangle, I can see that. I can see the plus sign. I can see the numbers and the R factor. I see a whole lot of it in there. All right. Now I got something else for you. And Ephraim said, I have become rich, and I have found me out substance. And all my labor they shall find no iniquity that was sin. So that did tell you the church out the pastor preaching, yet still he's out there doing all type of evil, wicked things. Oh, God showing this morning. He's still doing the same thing. He haven't changed at all. And I am that. I am the Lord thy God. From the land of Egypt, yet make thee to dwell in tabernacles in the days of the solemn feast. So because when you start reading, you find out when they start the church house, and these men of God, and they thought they was doing the right thing and bringing it together, but of course, Esau jacked you out the churches, jacked the church house and took them over. Yeah. You gotta go follow it. Go just like you say. When you seek him with your whole heart, then you should find and then you're gonna know what to do. Okay. No, this the new moon tomorrow. I can curse them tomorrow. Now I ain't putting no either curse on, I'm putting a worldwide curse on it. The Most High say the same. All right. Yeah. Anyway, no, he already showed me. And that I am the Lord thy God in the land of Egypt. Yeah, may dwell in it. Because they don't think it's going to happen. They do it all the time. And they don't think that when it happens, they put their hand on, that really happened. Somebody went in there and killed all the little children in schoolhouses. I want to know why. All right. Then you go find out, no, you've gone to the wrong people. You're going to look at that man who did the killing. You're not looking at the parents of those children, see what they was doing. Better go look it out. Go look and see. Go look at the parents of them children, see what they was doing or what they have done. All right. I have also spoke out. Okay, do what you please, say what you please. Oh, it happened. I know it happened. I have also spoken by the prophets, and I have just like what's going on in California right now. Elon Musk went and took over Twitter. How many people lost their job? Don't you know that's going to have a ripple effect? Keep watching, man. Keep watching. I also spoken by the prophets. I have multitude of that. That's what he said. I have also spoken by the prophets. I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. So that's what's going on with y'all right now. I don't care what them people say. They better listen. You better listen to me. You better listen to what God had given unto me to give unto you. Just like God had given that unto them. They better listen to y'all. All right? Because when it comes to pass, oh, that's what it was. Now I kicked him off of YouTube. Out here trying to tell me the truth. All right. So we say, I have spoken by the prophet, have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets. That's who you are. Is there iniquity in Gilgal? Surely there are vanity. They sacrifice bullocks in Gilgal. Yeah, their altars also are heaped and pharaohs of the field. And that's another thing. No, yeah, the field dream. But no, they're looking for them red bulls, and they're doing sacrifices over there. They're still doing all that. Nah, that's a part of Kabbalah. They're still doing it, bro. They're still doing it. Don't think they're not doing it. They haven't stopped it. That's on them. All right, I'm just telling you. And Jacob fled into the country of Syria. Jacob fled into the country of Syria, and Israel served for a wife. And for a wife, he kept sheep. Now, Syria is Liban, and now you know what Liban them did. All right. But also know, see, for a wife, see, Israel served for a wife. And for a wife, he kept sheep, you know, and he did do it. But if you go listen to the other one, they act like he married Leah, and then him and Leah stayed together 7 years, and after that 7 years, then he married Rachel. But that's a lie. He married Leah, yeah, and told the man what he did. And he told him, well, you know what? Go ahead on, you can marry Rachel right now and serve me another 7 years. And they lived together right then and right there. And that's what they did. Go read it. It's right there. All right. Now you listen to them, still going to ask God, and let God show it to you. And by a prophet, the Lord brought Israel out of Egypt. By a prophet, he was preserved. And that's what's going on now. We are Israel. We through the full corner earth. The prophets have been returned. That's what their prayers about. Give testimony to those that I have possessed from the beginning. Who's that? That's Israel, right? And raise up prophets that have been in thy name. And so that's why y'all got the name of God. I'm telling you. All right. Now, it's way more deep than that, but we just scratched the surface. We can't. Now, man, one class on one subject would take not years, let alone months, would take years. Ephraim provoked him to anger and most bitterly. So you know what Ephraim did? He called himself getting us out of slavery before our time was up and trying to make God our liar. And he couldn't do it. So God, go Ezekiel chapter 37. The book of Jasher is in there. All right. It's in those books. Ephraim provoked him to anger most bitterly. Therefore shall he leave his blood upon him, and his reproach shall be his Lord return unto him. So now doing that, Ephraim is when they talk about Ephraim, they're also talking about Hamites, talking about the Egyptians. All right. Let's go. Well, I guess I can read this first. Back to Joseph. No, I got the dream and vision. I'm trying to get to him. I don't get to him anyway it goes. I declare therefore unto you, my children, that it was about the 6th hour when she departed from me. And I knelt before the Lord all day and all night. So because that's what for the Abraham and for the Adam, well, a lot of them did it. For the Adam and Mother Eve did all day and night. And they were staying there 40 days. And boy, that prayer and everything was like fire coming out of my mouth, just like who y'all. This is in the book of Enoch also. All right, anyway, let's go. So that we say, I knelt before the Lord all day and all night, and about dawn I rose up weeping and praying for a release from her. And at last, because that was God telling us what to do right now. Are we not doing? Are we praying while the sun rises, before the sunrise? All right, doing pray before night come in. Okay, are we not doing that? All right, well, see what else we are doing. No. And about dawn I rose up weak, and while praying for a release from her, at last, then she laid hold of my garments, forcibly dragging me to have connections with her. No, because that's the same thing. That's why they keep all that. The people know what they're doing. You think this is some type of no, bro? It's a design thing. I read again this morning. Jesus told you should be lacking a time of Noah, but nobody want to go really research and see how it was lacking a time of Noah. So God brought me there this morning, like was in a time with Noah. That's one thing about the new moon, boy. You just can lay down, boy, and read and dream and visions and hear the audible voice. Oh man, it's a beautiful thing to keep the new moon. It's like, oh, bro, I didn't know it was that good to keep the new moon. That no, on the Sabbath, but that new moon. Anyway, but anyway, now I told you that she cold of my garment, forcibly dragging me and having connections with her. I told you that. Man, you don't think it's gonna be like that again? Well, it was like that. He showed me about 7 women to 1 man. He showed me that again this morning. Yeah. And they hound that 1 man. 7 women. They didn't care who other was what. No, they didn't care. She having them all. So that's all right. As long as he give me mine, me and them gonna be cool. But if he don't give me mine, they gonna be a whole lot of trouble. Nah, I'm not just gonna whip his butt. I'm gonna whip her butt too. I'm taking it all at one time. She can't have all that to herself. Tell you, it's gonna be like that. But anyway, read it this morning. It should be like in the time of Noah. 7 women to 1 man. Yeah. And they was doing all kinds of stuff. No. Anyway, so she had got tired. She got tired. No, go read this in the book of Jasher and the Legend of the Jews. She took that sword and put it under that dress. She had that house. He took that house, sent everybody away, just like Noah did be showing that to. They show you that in To Kill a Mockingbird. You ever seen that with Gregory Peck? Yeah, I know it's Tennessee Williams wrote the story. Nah, I know where he got it from. But anyway, and so she had sent everybody away. Yeah, she sent everybody to the feast. And she took that and took that house and sprayed all that expensive perfume on the house. Put on her best, never been worn before, with the splits out and everything. Now remember, this not doing anybody. This is a beautiful woman. Yes, she was gorgeous. She had everything going for her. Money, clothes, house, and land. And King Joseph come from because it's happening right now today. So King Joseph, coming out the field on the way back. And boy, she was out at that front door with that sword and thing, waiting on. Yeah, waiting on. I'm gonna see if he's gonna say no today. And so he was coming there all happy and everything. And all of a sudden, he seen them about to turn around. Come on in here. Don't you have work to do? Don't you have chores to do? And then I just come on in and do it. And then King Joseph, one of them knows, but he still had to go. He still had to go through her. And when he went through her, she was right there waiting on him. Yeah. No, he was right there waiting on him. And she told him, come on, you're going to do something today or you're going to be a dead man. That's what she told him. Go read it. I told you that before. Anyway. And when therefore I saw that her madness was holding fast, no, he said, and she held, and at last, then she laid hold upon my garments, forcibly dragging me to her connections with her. And when therefore I saw that in her madness she was holding fast to my garment, I left it behind and fled away naked. And holding fast to the garment, she falsely accused me. Because that was in To Kill a Mockingbird. That woman said she had saved up enough money and sent all of them to get ice cream. And she was waiting for that man to come by. Yeah, now they was waiting for Israel to come by. When Israel came by, she brought him in there and said, oh, about time I got me a man now. That's what this is. All right. No, that's what that came from here. You can see, now there are other things in the story also, but no, they're idol worship and everything in that story. Now I'm just not saying, I just seen the movie many a times, but I didn't know until I started reading, until I repented, and God showed me the allegories of the movie and what it's about. Anyway, and holding fast to the garment, she falsely accused me. No, even in the movie, they had the man he was about to kill that little girl. Yeah, he had stole her clothes and everything, about to kill that little girl. All right, and then Boo showed up. Anyway, let's go. The girl ran away naked. Holding fast, they left behind, fled away, and holding fast to the garment, she falsely accused me. And when her husband came, he cast me into prison in his house. And on the morrow, he scourged me and sent me into Pharaoh's prison. Right now, no, that's all. That's how many times that didn't happen. Now he didn't rape me. They had a couple of twins in Louisiana. Now they say that the man raped them. They go to the doctor, all this still virgin. The Heimlich haven't even been burst, but yet they sent that man away for that. No, that's how Satan is. That's who you're dealing with. Something evil and wicked. And he's always gonna be like that. When the wicked go astray soon as they are born. Yeah. Anyway, so when the husband came, cast me to prison in his house, and on the morrow he scourged me and sent me into Pharaoh's prison. And when I was in bonds, the Egyptian woman was oppressed with grief, and she came and heard how I gave thanks unto the Lord and sang praise in the abode of darkness. And through all that, because now through all that, it just kept on singing for the Lord God. It didn't stop. And we're doing that right now today. We don't stop singing for God. We stop. No, because when King David said, when we was at the book of Ezekiel, when we was at the river of Kibar, and our captain told sing us one of those songs. Yeah. And, no, we sing them now, are we? Are we still praising and singing in our captivity? Yes. Yes, we are. Anyway, and when I was in bondage, Egypt, oppressed with grief, and she came, not a few minutes, she came and heard how I gave thanks unto the Lord and sang praise in the abode of darkness. And with a glad voice rejoiced, glorifying my God that I was delivered from the lustful desire of the Egyptian woman. And there's a lot that we're not doing, because once we decide to live a chaste and holy life, that was in Jared dream. Once you start living a chaste and holy life, everything changes for the better, not for the worse, for the better. No, who more addicted to dalliance than man? Women, right? So, no. Because right now, they got that strong delusion, y'all, they're believing a lie, and they make it think it's you when it's them. And once man get a hold of his genitalias and not want all that, you see things gonna change. It's gonna change for the better. It's gonna change. You're gonna say, man, yeah, no. Anyway, let's go. No, I got a few minutes. I started at 3. And often he has sent unto me, saying, and often has she sent unto me, saying, consent to fulfill my desire, and I will release you from the bonds, and I will free thee from the darkness. And not even in thought did I incline unto her, because that's what's going on now, because we have succumbed to that. And that's with everything. Well, come on, vote for me, and I'm going to relieve you. Yeah, I'm going to relieve you of the darkness and the bonds and the captivity and slavery that you're in and all that you're going through. Yeah, come on, just vote. Just vote. Now I'm ready to have that out. Oh, no, well, no. Come on, be entrepreneurs, join my church, and I'm going to relieve you of that happen. all that, just a bunch of lies. Come on, get some money. Lessen the gap of rich and poor, and I'm going to change things. Well, go ahead, Conway West, any one of them has a change anything. Oh, for matter, has a change anything? They haven't changed nothing. It's just a big lie of the devil. Come on, succumb to me. Come on, cast out the demon. Come on, sacrifice unto me, and I'm going to change things for you. All he can do is just like he's been doing, give you some money, silver and gold, but that's not going to change nothing for you. All right. Anyway, so no, because when you get a certain age and get up there and think you got everything going for you, and he done gave you the money and the gold and everything, they say, oh, he's going to come and ask for one of your children. That's what the X-Files is about. The demons that came and gave the United States what they wanted, but all the world really what they want. Right? They said, we want one of your children. And we want you to sacrifice one of your children. Now, which one? We prefer the girl. And that's what they did. Still doing it, haven't stopped. All right. Okay, well, then I've just lost my mind. All right. That's what you think. Yeah. Anyway, for God loveth him who in a den of wickedness combine fasting with chastity. See how important it is? God loveth him in a den of wickedness combines fasting with chastity, rather than the man who's in the king's chambers combine luxury with license. Luxury, and that's what they have done. They have combined luxury and license. Buy my book, buy my CD, come on partnership with me. Buy my gold bookends. Buy my praying hands. Buy my mantle. Buy my brass eagle. No, that's what they tell you to do. Come on partnership with me. Give me give me $84 a year, $84 a month for a year. Give me $51 a month, and that's what they're doing. Luxury and license, that's what they have. But it ain't gonna work out for you because God, that is a curse you under. All right, so it has a change for you since you did it, and it got worse. Now the doctor give you well, you got cancer. Oh no, you got heart disease. You got them clogged arteries. Okay, well, somebody said that. No, I heard one pal. No, Larry and Liz Hutchins, that's their name. Yeah. So all you gotta do, wait, they'll tell you what sickness and disease God put up on them, hoping that they will repent. They don't repent, another calamity gonna come happen. All right, let's continue. Just tell you. And if a man live in chastity and desire also glory, the Most High knoweth that it is expedient for him, and bestows this also upon me. The Most High said, when the man live in chastity and desire also glory, that's what y'all do. All right. The Most High knoweth that it is expedient for him. He bestows this also upon me. So no, you got the IUI people, HUI, all of them, they're not living chastity. They're not living holy life. They're not doing it. They tell you they are. Rasta fear and all of them. They tell you they are, but they're not doing it. They're not doing it. Know from experience, they're not doing it. And they want God to bless a sinful, evil thing. The pastor, preacher, teacher, they all of them doing the same thing in them church houses. All of them doing the same thing now, chastisement. Okay, well, you don't think there's not going to be any chastisement. Anyway, so that's why y'all being blessed and getting the glory and the desires of your heart, because y'all living chaste and holy lives. All right. He bestowed also upon, often though she was sick. Often though she was sick, and that's where you see the pattern. Now, I used to be sick all the time. All type of sickness and disease. Now I say, well, I'm a Christian. Yeah. Not knowing that same thing happened to now. They happen to them. Be out there, they'll brag about this sickness and disease. Now I pray to God, and God sent me to the doctor, and the doctor healed me. Because they don't know. They never read the Apocrypha. And if they did read something, I say, oh no, I'm just going to stick to the Holy Bible. I'm not going to read no other book but the Holy Bible. Even though the Holy Bible read that yesterday, I tell you, read other books. But all I read is the Holy Bible. A friend of mine did the same thing. No, he's not here to tell you about All right. Notice he bestowed this upon me, how often though she was sick, and she come down to me at unlooked for times. So she came down at any time looking for him. Unlooked for time, listen to my voice as I prayed. So you just want to hear his prayers. No. What I'm talking about there is, now you got to pray. Like I supposed to be up all here. Now before we start, let me pray so y'all can hear my prayers. I don't do that like that, bro. You supposed to be prayed up and everything already. That's what you supposed to be doing. You obeying the voice, keeping the commandments, doing what it does for you. All right, if you hear me pray, it ain't going to be good. All right. All right, for your education, it's not going to be well with you. Let's go. And when I heard her groaning, I held my peace. But when I was in her house, she was wont to bear her arms and her breasts and her legs. And that's what they're doing right now against us. Every time you go out there, it can be cold like it is now. She's going to find a way to show her body part. If it ain't no more than her face with her makeup on, or her hands with how they fingernail, toenail polish, she's going to do it. Yeah, now I read something this morning, boy. Anyway, let them go ahead and get the tattoos. Just let them go ahead. You're going to see. You're going to see that courage that's going to come up on. All right. So, for I was in, he said, when I heard her groaning, I held my peace. Because you heard her groaning while she was praying and hearing his voice. Well, now she might have been doing something else while getting off, while he praying and stuff. Only to hear his voice. No, she was gone. Her mind was gone. No, in the house how she was to bear her arms, her breasts, and her legs that I might lie with her. Not seen that before. Yeah. Oh, boy. No, I didn't see that before. And got mad at me. Get on out of here. Because I wouldn't do nothing. That's a man's wife. What I'm going to do? I'm not doing nothing. She might want it, but I don't. Because a lot of times, man, I didn't call him with another woman. And this is what he's doing, so I'm going to get him back. You are. You're going to make yourself a whore because he's a whore. That's what you're doing. You add sin to sin. I did it. Add sin to sin. Yeah. Anyway, that I might lie with, she was very beautiful. Splendidly adorned in her order and beguiled me. Very beautiful, splendidly adorned in order to beguile me. So what not she are very beautiful. She went and bought the best of the best. That's what they buy, the best of the best. Oh, that only worked for so long. When you're in your youth and go put on all that fine raiment, it looks very good. But try to do that. Let an old woman go put on clothes of a young woman and see how that looks. Or go let an old man put on clothes of a young man and see how that looks up on him. It's only for a minute. Only for a minute. Yeah. To beguile him. And the Lord guarded me from her devices. And Lord God, because once you decide to live a changed whole life, you don't care. That's why King David said, turn my eyes away from beholding vanity. Right. And so now I look at them and see them, everybody else gawking over and everything. I look at going on about my business. So I know what it is. I know it's a false and a trap. All right. You see, therefore, my children, how great things patience working. Because that's one of the spirits. Chastity is a spirit. Patience is a spirit. Okay. The seven spirits of the seven churches, which are the seven angels. Okay. Know how great things patience working. Because they tell you now, you can't do no works to get in the kingdom of heaven. No, we all saved by grace and mercy. You can't do no works. And that's what they tell you, but that is a lie. That's what it's not. Works, faith without works are what? Dead. Show me your faith. Show your works. Show me your works. I show you your faith. But they'll tell you ain't got to do nothing. But yet still you ain't got to do nothing. Then why y'all begging for money? Why buy your book, buy your CD, buy my mantle? by my praying hands? That's just a question. Yeah. All right. No, God showed me something this morning. How great things patient work in prayer with fasting. Prayer with fasting. So ye too, if you follow after chastity, purity with patience and prayer, with fasting and humility of heart, the Lord will dwell among you because he loveth what? Chastity. And show me that again this morning. He loveth chastity. That what took over Cain, them children. And then after we came out the ark, no, it took them over again. Took over Hamite. Yeah, it took over Ham children, took over Yepet children. No, Shem children started doing, we started doing it also. Yeah, not all of us, but so we were showing. And then that's where you at now. So no, when you was in the land, God gave us things to obey, commandments to keep, but we didn't do it. Then he said, all right, since y'all want to do it, I'm sitting in the land of the heathen and your enemies. And there you will serve their idols dead, and that's what you've been doing. Serving the idols, serving it day and night. Fearing for your life. Yeah. Anyway, now that's in the book of Jeremiah. It's in other books also. Yeah. Oh. With fast and humility of heart, and the Lord will dwell among you because he loveth chastity. And wheresoever the Most High dwelleth, even though envy or slavery, what? Even though envy or slavery or slander befall a man, the Lord dwell in him for the sake of his chastity. Now, envy, because the Jewish people claim to be God's chosen people. They claim that the birthright is theirs. They are the firstborn. The land belongs to us. Abraham was one, but we are many. The land belongs to us. Is that not so? All right, now let's keep on going. All right, then what they did, you had slavery still in the captivity. All right, now and it took your land and slander befalleth a man, and everyone slander. Oh no, y'all children have y'all supposed to be in slavery, right? This land belongs to us. This land belongs not to y'all. So many slander things y'all be going and saying you through. No, but long as you live a chaste and holy life, God reveals mystery, and that's what's going on now. You're revealing your mysteries and secret to it. That's what he told you. When you seek me with your whole heart, then you shall find me. Then I will reveal my mysteries and secret to you. And that's what he's doing. That's why you have to keep this you have to keep Rihanna showing her butt and Nicki Minaj talking about what she can handle and Beyonce with her boop boop and no, living a adulterous lifestyle. I'm not living adulterous. I don't have nobody else but my man. When you get up there with them clothes on, showing your butt out, your arms out, hair fried, dyed, and say you committing abomination. All right. Just tell him. Tell him what God said it is. All right. No, then you run talk about all that you have. You know, all I'm doing. All I'm doing. But then no, not everyone. Got a lot of them doing. Okay, got a lot of people living chasing whole life. You just don't see them because they're not out there being loud, clamorous, and boastful. Come on, be like us. Be like us. I see people walking down. Be like us. We got our fringes on our stick. Be like us. God didn't tell y'all to do that. He said, be what? Be perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect. That's what God teaching you, but you don't want that. Anyway, let me go because I gotta go ahead get these dreams and visions out. They're gonna happen. Not only deliver him from evil, but also exalt him even as me. Not only gonna deliver for you, but he's gonna exalt y'all. For every way a man is lifted up, whether in deed or in word or in thought. My brother knew how my father loved me, and yet I did not exalt myself in my mind. See, right? And although I was a child, I had the fear of God in my heart. Gotta have it in your heart, man, the fear of God in your heart. For I knew that all things would pass away. Everything will pass away. Only what you do for Christ will last. And what King Joseph did for Christ, now the Father did for Christ. Are they still standing a test? All right, you are here. All right. For I knew all things will pass away, and I did not raise myself against them with evil intent, with evil intent. But I honor my brethren out of respect for them. Even when I was being so, I refrained from telling the Ishmaelites that I was the son of Jacob, a great man and a mighty. And he didn't do it because he didn't want to bring him to shame and everything. But yeah, but no, we tell you how we have to live, how we live, chasing whole life, and how the blessing will come. The blessing already started upon us, but they want to make you think it's something else. Don't fall for it, bro. Don't fall for that foolishness. Right? It comes with living chasing holy life. And don't be like the children of Cain. That we told Warner, be not like the children of Cain. Be not like those that say they're Jews and not. Be not like the Pharisees, scribes, and hypocrites. And that's what they are. Okay. I even started. Day 23rd, I read the 23rd. I'm just telling you. Okay. No. Anyway, let's go. I told you guys, let's go. You know, I dream of an ex-wife. Now, when I dream about her, it's just like disaster coming. Yeah, you can tell it's disaster coming. Every time I dreamed about her, I know it's a disaster coming. So disaster is coming. No, she had married 2 other men. That's where I was supposed to go at today. No, abomination. Married man. Let me see if I can find it. No, I don't think I have time. Now I was supposed to do that. I forgot. I should read it. Yeah. No. It's in the book of Hosea. In Hosea. No, I forgot, man. I mean, I be reading so much and thinking so much. No. Let me see. It's my fault. I forgot, man. And I was at Hosea, I read Hosea. I couldn't think of it. All right. No, I couldn't think of it. I'll see how she'll buy for me in many days. No, because that's what she did. Then she said to me, go and love a woman beloved of her friend, yet an adulteress, according to the love of God toward the children of Israel that look for other gods and love the flagons of wine. So I bought her for me for 15 pieces of silver for another horn of ball and half a horn of ball. I see her, thou shalt abide with me many days, thou shalt not play the harlot, thou shalt be for another man. So I will also be for thee. For the children of Israel abide many days without a king, without a prince, without a sacrifice, without an image, without ephod, without a turban. And afterwards should the children of Israel return to seek the Lord their God, David the king, should the Lord, and should fear the Lord in his goodness in the latter days. Yeah. Now, let me see. No, because that was what she did. No. She is not my wife. Neither no. Say unto the brother, for she is not my wife, neither am my husband. Let her say, put a hold out of her sight when adultery is from between her breasts. At least I strip her neck and let her see as she was dead, she was born. All right. Now I should read that earlier, but let's get to it. So anyway, so she came, and she married 2 other men. She came back and to me, and her and myself had gotten remarried. We had gotten remarried. This is a dream and vision. And she was living in an apartment complex or building. And we were, we was down together. I don't know, we was doing something together. bent down like I'm looking at her. We doing something together. She over there doing. I was fully dressed, man. Nothing like that. Yeah. And then I told her, see, now I asked her. No, we were down together, and I asked her, "Are you going to tell your parents we got remarried?" And she said she would take care of it. I was wondering how could she be married to three men living in the same place and getting along. So I was there. I see the other two men there. What a right. I know she had remarried me, and she had to be with them on. And I was wondering, say, man, how could all of being together get so long? And they would fight or nothing. That's what I was wondering. And the second husband was speaking of the children having a flu. She was speaking of her children having a flu, the second husband. No, they was having a flu-like symptoms. And he came and said, I am going to help them cure them. That was he said. He was going to help them cure them. No, I see him with a white coat on and nah. Anyway, no, he looked like fair-skinned. All right, anyway. And cure them. And so then he goes to this then he goes to this board, to the white I got checkboard. Then he goes no, he goes to the white board. Yeah, that was the name of the white board. So he goes to the white board, and when he go to the white board, he take a green marker. And the green marker, he goes like this, then he go up like that, and put some numbers and things around it. And then he goes to this whiteboard, takes out some take out a green marker and makes up a formula. That's what he did. He go out there, take out the green marker, make up a formula. No, this is coming. No, because how I know it's coming, I'll tell you how I know it's coming. Now it's easy. It's simple to tell you how I know it's coming. See this, say free girls in U City. See that? Right. No, free girls in U City. And that's how I know it's coming. Because God gonna chastise them all. Because whoever wrote that, whoever put that up there, I don't care. Well, that's just a bot doing it. Well, there's somebody programming their bot to do it, right? Well, gonna hit them, hit their children, hit their children's children, hit their nephews, their grandchildren, everybody gonna get hit with it. Tell you. That's why I say, that's what I told you. I ain't worried about that, what they're doing, because I know what God gonna do to them. All right, watch and see them when they hit. It's already been started. Right. So now they're going to come up, they're going to go make up something and give it to them. It's about monies. It's about monies. Yeah. And so he said, no, because God told you, he's the one who does all the healing, the God himself, but they don't want that. They want what man want. No, she was a person about money. No, she told me. No, she said she didn't want to have children because she loved money. Because I love money. Yeah, told me just like that. Anyway, he made 2 lines green. It was one on the whiteboard. It made 2 lines, and I didn't see the numbers. I didn't see the number. One green line going it was going from west to east. Like it did like this here, going from west to east. Then another line he made going from south to north. That's what he did, right? And connecting south to north. And he left to make it come to pass. And she said she had to leave, left me there. Right? She said, and then after he leave, then we not talk for a little while. She said, I gotta leave. And she left. Yeah. Man, I saw that. No. Because every time we had a dream or vision about her, something always happened. Bang! For the whole world, not just for one person, for the whole world. Go listen to some other videos and I'll tell you about it. Because all she was about monies. No, it's all she was about monies. And she got to have, she was an idol worshiper. Yeah, she was Anyway, so that was, I told you about that the other day. So I had a dream about it. All right. Next, I saw a large future engine that with 12 leaves on it. The leaves like to connect up to the spark plugs, but it was a big old engine. That's all I could see. You know how you have that the holy light. And those who have dream vision, they know how that holy light goes, and you see that pleasant light, and you can see something in that pleasant light was like that. And I see this pink. Now I know it's future. That's the name of it, but the pink engine in there, and it was a Lord knows a 12-cylinder straight 12-cylinder. Yeah. I just be involved when you speak of those. Let it go down. Now, anyway, next I saw a large future pink engine and future engine. It had 12 lines that it wasn't connected to the engine. I knew that the leads wasn't hooked up right. You know what I say wasn't hooked up right. I knew they wasn't hooked up right because if anybody do any type of little small mechanic work, they know how to change spark plug. Now it's not like it used to be. It used to when you used to change spark plugs, you had to use to set everything. Yeah, you had to know how to set. And it's not like that anymore. You just change the spark plug, everything come prefab, everything. You just put the spark plugs in there, and if the leaves not bad, spark plug wire is not bad, you just stick them on there. So on this, in the Dream Vision was a 12-cylinder straight. And it was huge, but the spark plug wires, no, they wasn't hooked up. They were just everywhere. And I know you got to hook them up right in order for me, because if you don't hook it up right, then you're going to go pop, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it might run, but it's not going to run clear. Anyway, so I saw that the wires wasn't hooked up right and to make the engine run. And so that's what I saw. Right now, but then eventually they're going to be hooked up right, and then what's going to happen? Okay, everything's there. The engine is there. The spark plugs are there, and all you got to do now is hook up the wires to make that engine go. Woo, woo. That's the way I saw. All right. Now, I'm going to read, man, I had a whole lot of dreams. Yeah. Let me see. No. Oh, man. Oh, I'll read this one before I read the last one. I got a little time, unless I read it tomorrow, because everything changing, and chastisement have already begun, and you can't change that chastisement. All right, I'll read this one then. No, I only have two left. All right. I was down on Canal Street shopping. I don't know what I was shopping for. I don't even know what I was on Canal Street for. But anyway, I was in the watching the shopping section. I have been down there before in dreams and visions, and I was walking on a riverbank or the river walk, and I was sitting in a chair in a room that looked like my house. Now, note that I'm in the house. I'm in lying down in bed. Now you'll be reading and studying all stuff. Yeah, but this, know how you be fighting it? The next thing you know, them demons take hold of you, sleep. No, you paralyzed, that's what they call it. And boy, I was into one of them. And I had gotten to the dream, but I was into one of them. Yeah, and no, sleep paralyzed. And I was but the room was empty, and I was watching. Now I have sleep paralyzed. I was going in and out, and I could see what is going to happen. And I am fighting the demons at the same time. I can hear them chatting in sorcery, and no, there, and I could hear them. I could hear him. I was going in and out And you know how you be trying to wake yourself up and you can't, but you know they got you. All right. And so I was going in and out, and I could hear them chanting. No, man, I can hear them people chanting. No, I can hear them chanting. Oh, I can hear them chanting. Yeah, I can hear them chanting, trying to, no, whatever they want to do, I can hear them chanting. And I was going in and out, and I can hear them chanting. And then when I wake up, I'm not in my bed. I'm in a large room, but I'm sitting in a chair. Right? They got a large room sitting in a chair like a piece of paper before me, and they don't have nothing but a large room, and they got some wires on the floor. And every time I go in, I hear them chanting, and then I come out a little bit, and then I'm back in a dream. No, listen. And I'm watching then I listen to them as they chant. So I'm watching as the water is coming. I'm looking down the side street, and I know where I'm at. And I see people running, and then look at my left. I see the river rising. Now I open my eyes. I can see I am in this. Now I'll go back. I'm in this room that's made appear at my house, but I am not. So I'm looking at the water coming in north in the west. Now I see a man who covered. All right. Now, so after chanting, I'm stuck in it. No, but so when I get out a little bit back into the dream now, I'm walking from south to north, but I'm walking on river level. But I look to the right and I see what? Pink buildings, the future color buildings. And so when I see them, I say, oh, I know where I'm at. And so I start walking back up the river level, and I see the water. I see the water, but the water is like ankle high. And so I keep walking. So as I keep walking, the water, all of a sudden the water is coming like, no, just like you 1 minute is not there, the next minute is there. And I see the river, and the river is full up to the brink. Now it's about to start. I didn't dream with a vision like this before. Now, but I'm in New Orleans this time, and so the river started about to overflow. So when I see the river about to overflow, no, I see a manhole cover, because when that water go like that, it goes that manhole cover popped up, and the water was under it. And I'm still saying, oh man, I'm in trouble now. So I start running. No, let me see. Let me get to that part. So I start running. Yeah. No. No. So I know they made me appear. So I'm looking at the water coming up north and west. So I see the manhole cover, and the water shoot up, and they're coming out of, and I see the water come out. I see the water rushing, and I turn to the right. So when I turn to the right, I ran past that, and I'm trying to beat the water from rushing. So I turn to the right. They have a gate that is open. So when the gate is open, I see a man. He has a ladder, holding a ladder up, getting on the roof, and he has some people climbing the ladder, getting on the roof while holding it. And so I'm running. So I can't beat the water, because I had a dream like this before. I can't beat the water. So I said, man, I can fly. So I run and start flying. Hell, that water was coming just that fast. I'm just telling you. No, so I'm running, but I can't run fast enough. So I start flying. Now I'm in the chair. So as soon as I say I'm start flying, I'm in the chair. And I could hear them casting their spells. I could hear them chanting and casting their spell. So I start saying, no matter what you do, it's not going to work. And I said, no matter what you do, it's not going to work, because I have Jesus. Just like that, because I can hear him. I can really hear him, just like I'm talking to you. I can really hear him casting a spell and everything. I can hear him chanting and everything. And I said, no matter what you do, it's not going to work, because I have Jesus. So as soon as I say Jesus, then I start coming out of it, because they got to let me go now, because I didn't say Jesus. And I start saying, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Then I'm fully out of it, but I'm in a dream. Right. So they let me loose. And I see a large room. So I see a large room, but I see a large room, but I see a cockroach running on the floor, with it appeared to be like a cockroach running on the floor. The building of the homes of the street I went to, where pay calls, yeah. Now that represents future. The future color. It's not pink, it's future. That's the name of that. Go ask Jerry what's the name of it. Ask Jerry what the name of it. But anyway, so now I see lines. I see all types of wires and things running across the floor, like telephone calls and the calls that I have now that hooked up to computers and everything. So I see all that on the floor. Then I see something look like a cockroach running across the floor. I see this lizard. So the lizard, I say, I ain't got to worry about him because, you know, I have chickens. The chickens see if they're going to eat them. So I see that in my mind. But next thing you know, I see this lizard. He breaks across the floor to go get the cockroach, to eat the cockroach out. Right. Now, I'm still in the dream. I'm still in the dream. But the part where they was trying to take me was over because I called on Jesus. So I walked to the front door. And then when I walked to the front door, then I wake up. I got time for to do that. And then I wake out of it. No, I saw that flood. That was the first time I see a flood in New Orleans, but not like this one. Now this one come from the river, boy. That river, no, because what you think? Man, you haven't figured that out? Well, then, because when God holds back a lot of water in certain areas, next thing you know, he might hold it back for months and give all that water. Now, I've seen that once before in New Orleans. Yeah, it didn't rain for a long time. The next thing you know, it's May 5th flood or something like that. Next thing you know, God let that rain come down and all that water came. But this was different. This was like a flood. No, I don't think it was raining. I don't think it's raining. I don't think it was raining, but I seen that water coming. Yeah, it was coming like it was coming from some other place down. You know how that fast that could be. It could be rain or something else happening up north and it's coming down to fill all that up and overflow. All right, so that's how it was looking. I'm complaining we had come out of the house. Now I don't know I can't remember how the dream started off. But anyway, I'm in the house. And I start complaining about something. Now I know what I know. Yeah, already it's supposed to get, not supposed to, it comes, it's gonna come. But listen, so I'm in the house and the children asked to go somewhere. And they have a baby. The baby dressed in white, so it's a baby. And so I open up the door and say, well, y'all come on. I have the keys in the car and everything. So when I get out there, one of the children, she had the baby in her hand. Right. And then got six versions. And they have the baby in his hand. I'm complaining because the baby don't have no clothes. They just have this little onesie or something like that on short sleeve. But they don't have enough clothes on. Then I tell another one of the virgins, man, y'all ain't got enough clothes. So I'm complaining. So we get in the car. So when we get in the car, the six virgins, they're in the car. They wanted to go and get some clothes for the baby, or food or something. So they wanted to go get everything for the baby. I said, all right, so we get in the car. So when we get in the car, the first thing, one of them sit by now. The surprise, one of them sitting next to me with the baby in the hand and everything. No, because they have four in the back. Oh, it's seven of them. It's seven of them. I say 6 or 7. They have 4 in the back and the 2 virgins in front, but they have the baby as a virgin also. That's 7 virgins. And I'm in a car and I'm driving. Right. And then one of them said, well, the brakes don't work right on this car. I said, it doesn't. And so it's a car, but it's not it's not no Myron car, because a Myron car, you have no seat in a Myron car. Most of the cars have bucket seats and all that. So it's an older car. And I could see the radio and all that at the top of the silver knobs and that. So she get in the car and say, well, no, because if a Myron car, it got emergency brake right there. Not too many of them have that foot brake anymore. So that's how I know. So anyway, so she said the brakes don't work as they used to. So they don't. And so I get in the car. Now it's nighttime. So I get in the car, and so I take the emergency brakes and I pull it all the way down, then I release it. Oh, no, it's working fine. That's what I tell her. Yeah. No, we get in the car, and one sitting next to me said the emergency brakes doesn't work. So I say, wait, let us see if it does. And I push it all the way down. And then it stops, the car stops, and I push the button, the lever, and it comes up. And next they have two cars in the street. So it's two white cars, and we on the left-hand side, we got to go through. But no, but the cars look like they're too close together. And I'm in a big old car. If I got several people in there, and it's one of the big old cars. And so I said, I don't know if I can make it through that. Then all of a sudden a car comes and go through first. And I said, oh, I can make it through that. So as I get closer to the car, I see, man, it's wide. I got a lot of room to make it through. Yeah, I got a lot of, no, you better listen to this dream. You better listen to this dream. Now it's chastisement. It's chastisement. Everything I'm telling y'all is chastisement. It's here now. It's been here, but now about something else about to happen. So I go between stores. So I go closer just to see if I can make it. Then closer I get, the wider open becomes. Next we stop at this storehouse. And I don't go into the store. I watch the car with the four virgins and the baby. So only two of the virgins get out. They go into the storehouse. And I'm watching the other four with the baby. So I'm watching five of them with the baby. So I can't go in there because I'm watching them. And so they go in the storehouse. So as they go in the storehouse, of course, they got somebody, Israel man, watching them or following them all around the store. Right. No, four virgins. Three, I better make that four. Yeah. So I'm watching the four, I'm watching five virgins. I'm watching five of the virgins. Yeah. And five. Yeah, I'm watching five, and the fifth one is the child. So I'm watching five words. So I look at this tall man watching them as they go all around the store, and he isn't watching no other but them. So they go in the store, and they got other people in the store. He not following no Esau, Jill, nobody, just watching the two virgins as they go around the store like they're gonna take something and everything. Now, of course, I get heated. Right. And he's not watching no other but them. And he comes out to look at the car and walks around, and I asked him, why are you looking at the car? And who are in it? That's why I asked him, man, why are you looking at the car? Why are you looking at the vehicle like that? And who in the vehicle? That's what I asked him. Now you're a big old tall man. Right. And now tell him, wait, you're going to see what's going to happen to you for what he is doing. That's why I tell him, man, wait and see. You're going to see what's going to happen to you for what you're doing. That's why I tell him. So, no, then he, and I'm looking as he is following the two young children around. The one child that's with me laughing. The one child is with me laughing and has a handful of blue and white, look like pamphlets. She has a blue and white stuff. It could be milk or tablet or something she have in her hand. Because he goes back into the store. He goes back in the store, and the children go in the store. They're still looking for what they need and what they want. And so, they have this Esau little girl running around the store, or Hamite little girl, whatever. He's not watching her. He's not paying attention to her at all. But the girl that I'm with, little girl that one, he watching her everything. She running around the store, getting what she wants. He's not paying attention to him. She laughing and giggling and walking around the store and get what she wants. Now she got about 6 days dead in the arm like that, and she runs out the store. And he watching her as she runs out the store, and then he comes like he going to follow. And then when she comes, he look at the child that's with me, and I block him, say, you don't watch that. So you don't look at the other children that's doing everything and running around, and so don't do that to her. That's what I say. Say, man, you're not following the other children, watching the other children as they run around this here. And so he coming there for a follow. I said, I stopped him right there at the door and said, well, don't do that to her. That's why I told him just like that. All right. So after that happened, I think she went and got in the car. Anyway, don't to her. So he stops and go back into the store to watch the other child that was with me and with her. Next, I'm in the car and I hear this man. I have an afro and a band around his head, dressed in blue and some type of strange clothing, rolling up something. So I started telling him something, and he didn't care. No, I go back to the car, and I'm at the car. He's up there now. He have a fro light, and then he has a blue band around his head, and has on like a jogging suit with a cut off and pants, with a strange apparel that he has on. And no, I'm looking at him, listening to the radio and rolling up something, and in the dream, the vision, I can't understand what he's doing. But then when you look back at it, I said, "Oh, I know what he was doing. He was rapping. Yeah, he was singing rap music, rolling up there, and then he had on strange apparel." And boy, I start telling him stuff, telling him something, and he didn't care. No, I was telling him what was going to happen to him and what God was going to do to him, and he don't care. And I'm telling him that. He go, "You in the car, you don't belong in the car." I said, "Man, what you doing in this car? Don't you know something going to happen to you?" And all that. So he don't even care. And I tell him what's going to happen to him. No, he doesn't even care. He just keep on listening to the music. Now, so next I'm looking into the, so he keep on listening to the music. And then he get after he finished rolling up and this rapping and listen to the music, then he stand up and look at me and say, "Man, don't you know something gonna happen to you, man? God, and I'm just telling the curse and everything gonna happen." He doesn't act like he just don't care and walks off. Because that's what's going on now, the chastisement against all those who have done y'all wrong. Now, you go type it in, man. Go type it in. Because there's got a lot you can type in. Strange apparel. Yeah. And know those who have done you something. Man, got a lot you can type in. So in the glass, so next, no, he doesn't care. That one doesn't care. See? All right. And I'm looking in the glass door and I see the man with a blue dark uniform sitting on a person. All right. So after that incident, I remember I didn't tell God, no, I didn't put a curse on all of them. I told him what God gonna do to all of them. And there's I put the curse on. So I go look back in the glass door because, like I say, they're in the store. And so I see a man with a dark blue uniform, like the color of the shirt I have on. And he's sitting down with his uniform on, and I could see whatever emblem or badge, whatever he have on it. And he's sitting down. No, because I look at it, look more like a high-ranking uniform. And he's sitting down on this man. He's sitting down on this man. And like I'm sitting in this chair, but he's sitting down on the ground. The man is on the ground. He's sitting on top of the man, looking towards the door, towards me. Right. And so when he gets up, he have a rake or something else in his hand. So when he gets up, I could see him pulling a rake or something else in his hand, and he have a rake behind him, and he pulling it. I'm just telling you what no. Because if he have a rake, I can look back in the dream of vision. I can see if he have a rake or something, he's sitting on a man, then he get up. A threshing instrument. That's what it is, a threshing instrument. And I'm looking in the door. All right. But anyway, so it's a tool and getting up, and I could see that it is some type of I can see that he's some type of official. See, no, the person with a rake and something else in his hand, it is a tool and is getting up. And I can see that he's some type of official. And I see him, and I can see him now. The other man comes back out. The other man that was filing the virgins all around the store and the children. So he comes back out. So when he come back out, I say, "Man, I'm glad you didn't came back out here." That's what I tell him. I say, I tell him, see, and I told him, see, I was waiting for him to come back out, and I start bringing the curses up on him. No, then after that, I don't remember the rest of it after that. Man, I told you, man. What you thought? Didn't Belshazzar up and tell you everything gonna change? Did God say that nation that even treated you, the nation that nation that enslaved you, the nation that even treated, I would judge. But also, He told you that. He told you not gonna leave Israel totally unpunished because they right now they follow you around and still accuse you of something that they're the ones and they're doing the master bidding. That's what they're doing. And no, then you got those strange apparel. What they doing? They in there with the rap music, smoking theory. They don't care nothing about the Most High and what God say He gonna do or nothing. They don't care nothing about that. And so all that was in the dream and the vision. Then I had the 7 virgins with me. Oh man, yeah, I had the 7 virgins with me. Cause He tell you it was 7 virgins, it was 7 little girls. There were 7 little girls, 7 little children. The other ones was up in age, like maybe 9, 10, 11, 12, something like that. But they had the baby with them. And the baby made 7. Yeah, she was small and she had on a little white top and a diaper and looking at me, smiling and yeah. And they was taking her to get some clothes and get her together. Wow. So that what you're seeing is small, it's growing up now. Yeah, it's growing up. But that's in the dream and vision. And it's gonna come to pass. It's growing up now. All of them is young. Now it's gonna grow up. But so that's what it was in the dream. All right. Anyway, no rain for a while. The rain that was supposed to get gonna come. Yeah, the rain that they're supposed to get. All I can do is tell you, no, that's what Donald just said. All right. No, that is future, not pain. I had to learn that. Yeah, I never paid attention to that movie. All right. No, I'm just telling y'all, man. He told y'all everything was going to change. Yehuda told you that something was going to happen on the 22nd. Didn't I, Yehuda, tell y'all that? All right, then you got, I don't know if Belshazzar told you that. Belshazzar told you something was going to happen after new moon. So everybody been warning y'all. Because Lord God said that nation that enslaved you, that nation that even treated you, I will judge. All right. So the judgment have started. I don't care what they say. I'm going by what the Most High have given. We just finished reading now. God talk to his prophets and dreams and visions, man. Well, you go ahead and do like you please then. Go and keep doing like you're doing and think ain't nothing going to happen. Because God is not a liar. Boy, I saw that water. Whoo, boy, that water. Oh, that water came so fast. Because I was looking at the manhole because I was walking against it. And it was coming from the north to the south, but I'm walking south to north. And I see it at first, it looked like a little pot of water. But as I kept walking, I see that manhole come up, fly up like when the pressure hit it. Oh, the next thing you know, I looked at that river. That river was high and the water had just started coming over the banks. And the boy, I started running there, but it was too late. How you gonna outrun that water? I had a dream like that before. And then when I turned to the right, the gate was open, and I see the man, he has a ladder, and he was trying to get everybody on top of the roof. Now, he was the last one when the water was about up to his waist. Now, remember, this is a river. Remember, the river holds a lot of water before it starts overflowing the bank. And so he was up to his waist by that time. I said, oh, man, I can beat this. I'm going to fly. I can fly. About that time, I said that. I'm back in the room fighting against the sorcerers and incantation and how they're trying to, I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know. I know I started calling on Jesus and that was the end of that. Yeah. No, they was doing that. I could hear him. That was so, I could hear him. Boy, I could hear him. Just like when I heard that car crash. Now, if y'all know y'all dreams and visions, and you know you can hear, sometimes you can hear that dreams and visions so real. Yeah, well, just like that. No, I can hear the incantation and stuff. All right. Anyway, let's go. All right. Okay, well, y'all keep going like you're going, ain't think nothing gonna happen. Yeah. No, I had a dream and vision where the river was about to overflow. It was at its brink. And I was on a raft on top of the river. And I had been driving on the river levee, waiting for it to overflow. Then I told y'all when the two rivers was meeting, the Ohio River and something else was going to have it overflow. Yeah, it did. So I told y'all a lot. I've been waiting on this one. No, yeah, the river, no, that water was so high in Shreveport. And it was on top of that, because they got a whole high bridge on trees for. No, why are you taking down what Baptist shepherds all say? Oh, you waiting on me? All right. Why are you taking it down? Why are you taking it down on prayer? You could have put the prayer, you could have left it up there. There ain't nothing but a few minutes left. Anyway. No, so all them dreams, I try to remember because all of them going to come to pass. And I know God showing y'all different dreams. Now, I looking at y'all dreams and visions, got a lot of stuff going to happen. A lot of things happening in y'all dreams and visions. I know y'all don't think so, but I see a lot of it. I just don't tell y'all because now is y'all time to learn how to read. Man, they have so much in y'all dream and vision going to have y'all be like, yeah, no chastisement. A lot of chastisement happening in y'all dream and vision. A lot of them. But I don't know why they retracted what he said on YouTube. Man, don't worry about them people do that. Let them take it down. It's not gonna stop. What is gonna stop? Because the Lord already told you what he was gonna do to these people because of what they have done. You know, have they repented? No. If they're still on CTN, Daystar, SBN, and 700 Club and all those different places, have they stopped putting out a false narrative, slandering the truth? Have they stopped doing it? No, they haven't stopped doing it. So don't give me that foolishness. Because God gonna chastise. That was in the dreams and vision. God chastising them also. No. They had them colors. No, God gonna kill them. No, when you see them colors, that's funeral. Nah, that's how I used to dress go to the funeral. Yeah. I told y'all that long time ago I had a dream and vision. A long time ago, dream and vision, man. I had it was filled up. I had made a walk-in closet. So in the walk-in closet, they have the coats and everything at the top, or the woman blouse and they blazers at the top, and at the bottom they'll have her skirts and her pants at the bottom, right? And so I had one like that for me. And so now, last time God brought me back to it, it was almost empty. So when it was all, man, I said, oh, I know what that was. Yeah, that's what how many people was gonna die, and how many how many people was gonna die, and how many funerals it was gonna be before the end. And boy, they had that many left. They didn't have that many left. No, because I had a pair of pants that way. I had a pants. I had a coat. It was a suit, and I had a overcoat. All of it was like the same color, one outfit. So the colors that was in it was raw purple, raw gold, the purple, the gold, and the red. I could see it so clear, and the silver. Right, and now the way they had it was special made. You could tell it was special. It wasn't something for the ordinary person because how it was made. And man, and I could see it. I said, man, it wasn't no ordinary person. No, you're gonna see. When it happened, you're gonna know. When it happened, you're gonna know. I said, that's the dream and the vision that he had. All right. Because you're in that season. You're in that season where a whole lot of people died from now to like February. They don't have a whole lot of people. We know people die, but during this season, a whole lot of people die around up in this season, around during the holiday time. A whole lot of people pass during this time. Yeah. This during that season it happened. Well, just wait for it. That was Lord God said, wait for it and she'll come to pass. Man, God don't be showing me now. Man, God be showing me so much because that's why you'll be the voice. Now remember that street there, I wasn't seeing anything. I told you what was going on. No, because you have to be tried to see what you're going to do when you don't have no dream, no vision, hear no audible voice, and Sometimes God be hiding stuff from you. Sometimes God be trying to see what you're going to do. All right. No, man, I don't have none of that in my life. Not at all. No, see, try to get me now. No. Because it's so easy to serve him. And then the benefits I get from serving him, from living just like King Joseph said, living a chaste and holy life. That's where your power come from, living a chaste and holy life. And then then it told you about the 3 years. The 3 years for me, it been up. I'm going into I'm going into the 5th year. Oh, you know what's going to happen in the 5th year. 7 on one, 5th on the other one, man. All right. No. I mean, I had another dream and vision that, something I ain't told to y'all. Let me see something. Let me put the blessing on y'all. Let me see what this is. No. Tell me about the idols and stuff that she had won. That's an old dream, man. I told you this dream book is almost filled up. There ain't got that many pages left. Yeah, the dream book almost filled up. That's how fast now. It's around time for another one. I went over some of down just numbers. It's not all bad. 1828. Yeah, they got an 1828. It's in the it's in the shepherd. It's in Ecclesiasticus, chapter 18, verse 28. I'll read that for you. I got a few minutes. 1828. No, that's not bad. That's something that she got to do. 1828. Every man of understanding knoweth. Every man understanding knoweth wisdom, and will give praise unto him that found her. So she had found wisdom. So I thank God that she had found wisdom. Now, sometimes it be hard because, like she said, she'll lead you by a crooked way at first and try you. Yeah, then after that, then she'll lead you by the straight path. No, it's like with King Joseph. Boy, King Joseph asked for that. He asked for that. Boy, come on, bro. Come on. Nuh-uh. Because you're not understanding. This a palace. Yeah, this a palace. This one of the palace might be a lesser palace, but it's still a palace that he was going through. And he in the palace, and he over the whole palace. He over everybody in there. Yeah, he be over everybody, like be it Downton Abbey or something like that. And he over everybody in there. Right. And then no, not more than just that. And she coming down and she doesn't do no work or nothing. Her hands just as soft. She just as soft. Right. And she's gorgeous. She's beautiful, as we told her. And then she wearing the best of everything. No, when they wearing close to her, she wearing the best of the best of the best. And she had the best perfume and odors all through the house all day long. Because her husband is third in charge to power. Yeah. And so now, so she coming through there, she walked through there, and everybody just, even as a man, here she come, boy, I was sure like they have moaned with her. And they said stuff like that, and came Joseph. You know, our father Joseph said, man, here come this thing again. Man, hey, man, what do you want? Just leave me alone. I don't want her. I want my own. I want to serve God. Yeah, I won't be like my father. And that's the way King Joseph was, but she wouldn't let that go. You know, everybody paying homage to me. Everything. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with me? What? Yeah, that's what she said. No, that's what she was saying. She wasn't playing. That woman wasn't playing. Because that's how you get out for a time. You don't have for a time, long time. And I done everything, and he not going to take the bait. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna get everybody out this house, and just gonna be me and him. He gonna do something else. I'm gonna kill him this day. Yeah. And then he come through there, and she told him. She had that sword in there, showed him that sword, had that big thigh out there, showed him that sword. Now rise to the cave. Now you're gonna be a dead man today. Now come on. Grab him by his name or pull him in there, had that sword and said, boy, you better come on and do this here. Yeah, yeah. Madness had taken over. You know, madness take over people like that. It have taken over y'all also like that. All right. Y'all been there. Oh, I've been bent over like that. Oh, you left. And I know somebody did that. God was doing that. You be bent over. No, that's just one, the woman. What about when you found out that all religions was false and you was in one of them and you did everything? How you felt then when you came out there? Same way. All bad man. And then I was a damn fool in that thing all those many years, all the money and everything, all the time I wasted with them people. And you be the same way during that time also, because you didn't give them people your all. Yeah, everything they said you did. There night and day. And your mind constantly on how you can help them, going out there canvassing and listening, going on them journey. Oh, that's a hurting thing there also. Yeah, pain of the heart. And nothing you can do, man. Some of them guys get out there and don't have nothing to do with no religion ever again, which is good, but they turn it back on Jesus. They turn it back on their God. And that's what, because I did the same thing when I came out that 7-day visit. So that went back doing my old ways. Went back doing my old ways. Because that's the whole plan of Satan, to get you to go back doing your old way. Everything that you was doing before you saw the Most High God. And that's his whole plan. All right. That's why I met dudes like that came out them camps. They don't have nothing else to do with nothing. They turn it back on the God. And then you can guide out all that foolishness. Now you want to go back in that foolishness. You losing your damn mind. Have mercy upon us, O Lord God of all, and behold us and send that fear. No, because in Belteshazzar dream and vision, God has set up that meeting between him and IUIC people. And in that meeting, he got another interpretation, but in that meeting, he thought that they was getting information from him that they didn't know, and they're going to use that information to bring in more followers. That's what they're using it for. And that's why when you hear these pastors and preachers teaching saying words that you never have said before, that you never heard them say before, now all of them using it. All right. Like now, how many of you said, not by might nor by power, but by my spirit? How many was saying that before this started? Have mercy upon us, O Lord God of all, and behold us, and send that fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hands against a strange nation. Let them see thy power, as thou was sanctified in us before them. So be thou magnified among them before us. Let them know thee as we have known thee. That there's no God but only thou, O God. Show new sign, make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand, thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works. Raise up indignation, pour out wrath, take away the adversary, destroy the enemy. Make the time short. Remember the covenant. Let them declare their wonderful works. Let him that escapeth be consumed by the rage of the fire. Let them perish that oppress the people. Smite the son of the head, the ruler of the heathen, and say, there's none other but we. Gather all the tribe of Jacob together and harry them as from the beginning. O Lord, have mercy upon the people that are called by thy name, and upon Israel, whom thou hast named thy firstborn. Be merciful unto Jerusalem, the holy city, the place of thy rest. Fill Zion with thy unspeakable oracles, and thy people with thy glory. Give testimony to those that thou hast possessed from the beginning. Raise up prophets that have been in thy name. Reward those that wait for thee, and let their prophet be found faithful. O Lord, hear the prayer of thy servant, calling the blessing of Aaron over thy people, that all that dwell upon earth may know that thou art the Lord, eternal God. Because they got a lot to that. They have a lot to you, and you asking God to do that, and you think God not going to do that. He already started showing you that in the dream and the vision that he's doing it. All right? Because who having the most trouble? I mean, they have other countries that have trouble, but the United States in the free countries, what they call free countries, wherever we went at slavery, they having a hard time, and it's just gonna go worse. It's gonna get very, very worse for them. All right, just keep watching. Keep watching. You know, their money can't help them. That still been go. You already told you that still been go and not gonna be able to help them. Okay, well, keep watching that. No, I messed up. I was supposed to go to Hosea. I forgot I had that dream about it. No, that dream, boy. No. Anyway, let's continue on. Now let's go. May the Lord bless you, mighty man of valor. Eli, may the Lord God bless you, mighty woman of valor. Down, may the Lord bless you, mighty man of valor. Yes, yeah. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor. Yehuda. Yehuda came. No, because Yehuda on that west coast, man. Something gonna go down on that west coast. No, he came. No. He on that west coast, man. East Coast, West Coast, but any coast ain't no good, but especially that West Coast. Because everything about to change again, because once Elon Musk went over there, and them people were paying a $60,000 or $70,000 homes going what for $7 million. All right, no, they about to change all that because they ain't gonna have all those .com millionaires and all that. That gonna change, and all them and the people gonna lose so much because they done it before. This ain't the first time they done that to make the housing bubble and gonna crash again, and them houses gonna be worthless. They're gonna be worthless, and they ain't gonna have the job to pay for them houses anyway because they're gonna take the jobs also. People know what they're doing, and they ain't just done this. They haven't just started this, man. People have done this since I've been living this about the fifth time. No, the fourth or fifth time since they've done it. So I was there doing Ronald Reagan bubble, George Bush bubble. George Bush bubble, he did it. Who else did it? No, they didn't do it. Carter administration, he stopped it. The two Bush administration, both of them did it. Right. So that was 3. And then, all right, no, Obama, they brought it back. So this is the Biden administration. So they're about to do it again. All right, so that's the 4th time that I know of that they're going to do it. All right. No, they ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it. Anyway, so let's go. No. May the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor. Asa, may the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor. Jared, may the Lord God bless you, mighty man of valor. Belteshazzar. Now I see, may the Lord God bless you, mighty man of Jasiah. All right. Come on now, Belteshazzar, put the blessings up there. All I can do is just tell it to y'all. I mean, y'all having your own dreams and visions. God talking to you in audible voice and doing things. If he stopped talking to you, well, first examine yourself at first. Make sure that you're not doing nothing, haven't changed nothing, and still going forward. But if that have changed, no, because he could, like I say, he could be hiding something from you, or you can be being tried. But if you know you're doing something that you ain't got no business doing, then you then lost that connection. All right, you better go repent. Go repent and try to reestablish that connection. And that will show you what you're doing that's not right. Okay? All I can do is just tell it to you. Because, man, you ever lose that connection with God, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be miserable. No dream, no vision for a while. You're going to be so miserable. Oh, Lord, please. Oh, whatever I've done, show me that I can repent. Give the Caesar what belongs unto Caesar. Give God what belongs unto God. Give me what is mine. No, Jesus said, no, because I told you what's coming. I told you, no, I told you they're going to have something that's going to happen. No, because that spear was black spirit and it had all those symbols on it. That's not good. That's not of God. Right, so that's chastised, and then they're gonna have some type of flu-like thing gonna happen to the children, and they don't know because when they say, "Well, we're gonna help the children," I'm gonna come out with some medication or something to help the children. You know that is a lie. All right, so they know because they're doing it for the money. All right, it's abomination. No, it's abomination, chastised. What else? No, they're a lot. Then the river overflowing and all like that. Okay, that's chastised. Then, no, those who have been misusing you in the store, because you know how many times you go in the store and stuff like that, people follow you all around and do all that. They've been doing that for many, many years. Now that chastisement happens. Then you got the rappers and smoking and bloking and doing all that. They're gonna be chastised. They ain't got their woman, no, they're gonna be chastised. Oh man, so there are a lot of chastisement in that dream and vision. A lot of chastisement. And that's what y'all looking at in y'all dreams and vision that y'all have. Y'all see the chastisement in those dreams and vision? Look a little harder because they're in there. They didn't show you what's going to happen in the future because a child got to grow up. All right. Remember when they took that egg and that egg hit Nimrod, had an egg to hit Nimrod head and they had an egg to hit Pharaoh. Right, and then with those who read the dream video, that this is something that's gonna happen to the future. Yeah. So now it's growing up. It's a toddler. Now how fast does it take a toddler to grow up? Not that fast. All right. And then I was in a car, so it's coming fast. No, I was the driver. Yeah, I was the driver. I'm the one gonna make it happen. So it already started happening. No, because just like they posted that, they keep on posting that. No, last time they did it, go look at before that happened before that shooting that they had in that Hispanic community, and they was on there and they were just doing all that to me on YouTube, and I put that curse out. And what happened next? All right, because they're doing it again. There's different people, same old story. What you think God gonna do? So God gonna let them keep just like King Joseph. He had to keep on letting Salika do that. That chastisement came to her. That chastisement came to chastisement came to the whole world. Sure did. It came to Egypt too, but just that God had prepared Joseph to be there when the chastisement. Well, you know what? Go type in dirt. Yeah, just go type in dirt, DEARTH. All right, and see what come up. Because the dirt have already started, and they're gonna be all over the world. Well, anyway, the Eternal bless thee and keep thee. The Eternal make his face to shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. The Eternal lift up his kindness upon thee and give thee peace. Hear, O Israel, the Lord thy God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. Whenever I told you something that, remember what I told you last time? And I said, what? And the woman asked her husband, say, what did he say? He said, the floodgates have been opened. And ever since I told you that, how many floods have they been happening all over the world? Because I'm telling you about the flood of the Mississippi River, but the floods can be happening what? All over the world. Just this one chastise him. Man, I'm just telling you. Watch and see that. Just watch and see. This is not about might, no about. No, I hope y'all had I know it's over with, but I hope y'all had a blessed new moon. I hope God give y'all. Some of y'all already got your new moon vision and dream, but hopefully He give you another one. This is not by might, and if you haven't received yours, He will give it to you. This is not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said Lord. Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, said Lord. I am Elijah. Until next time. No, you get what you deserve. Yeah.